You just ordered some grill lights for your warlock. I am super excited that you've got these. I can't wait for you to get them installed. These things are super easy to install. These 5 lights are held in place by just a simple little rubber gasket there. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how easy it is to install these. There's literally going to be 5 10mm bolts. That's it. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to take the grill off, show you where to install everything, show you where to put the fuse, show you where to ground it, and how to run the wire through everything. It's like a very simple install. I think everything should take about 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and show you what tools you'll need, and you'll be good to go. So in your package, what you're going to notice, depending on what you order, whether you order amber lights or white lights like that are in my grill now, what you're going to notice is you're going to get a kit. The kit is going to have your fuse tap already installed. Just went ahead and made it easier for you. Went ahead and heat shrunk everything, crimped it all. And then you've also got your spot for your ground. So we're going to show you how to install all that. Your harness with all of its male and female connectors on there, which are also water resistant and everything. The lights are also water resistant themselves. They are made water sealed already with like almost like a super glue stuff. So the harness itself is soldered, heat shrunk, and electrical taped. So this harness isn't going to come undone. I did wrap it all in the wire loom, so it looks really nice. I also finished off the lights in the wire loom as well. So you've also got your 10 amp micro 2 fuse and your micro 2 fuse tap. So that's going to fit nicely in our fuse box in our, I think it's F66 location. I'll show you in just a second. So literally what you're going to need is your either an impact or whatever that you've got with a 10mm. That's going to make it really easy to get your grill off that way. Or if you've just got regular hand tools, this works really well. And this is what we're going to be using to take the ground location off as well, because this is easier to get to that point as well. So let's go ahead and get to the install. Sorry for everyone watching this. Forgot to mention that you do have to take this panel off as well. There are, I think, 6 clips that are on this. So you're going to pull this clip off first, this panel, and then the 10mm bolts will be right under that. All right, once you've got your panel out of the way, what we're going to notice is you've got 4 10mm bolts on your grill. So we're going to go ahead and get that removed. Once you get those bolts removed, the grill is just a simple pull. So you can grab it on the sides, grab it in the center, up to you. But you're going to pull once, pull here, and then the grill is going to actually lift up and then out towards you. Now, depending on if you've taken your grill off before or not, you have 2 different types of screws. You have a coarse thread and a fine thread. The fine thread is going to go into the center. That's what's going to be bolted into the metal. And your coarse thread is for the plastic. All right, so now the biggest thing I want to show everybody who is buying my lights is I have made, I would say, 5 or 6 different models of this. This was my first model. So what you'll notice is that there's no wire loom. It doesn't look as nice. Every single light is heat shrunk and like taped up together. But what I was doing was something different, you know. That's why I ended up making this. That's why I've tried to make it as best as possible for you guys. So on mine, the lights aren't removable. So if I ever have an issue with a light or anything like that, then I have to basically cut and undo everything to make the lights, you know, to make everything better. So I've had these lights on my truck, this exact harness, for almost a year now. So I bought my truck November 1st, 2019, and then, you know, it's now way past that into 2020. So if you're watching this video, I've had these lights, the same harness. I'm actually going to reinstall this back once I'm finished with this video. Reinstall this back because of how well it has worked. So what you'll notice is the difference in connectors. So this is that male and female just butt connector, and then just, you know, a little connector for the ground pin. And then what you notice over here is that you've got your connector for your ground, and then you've got your fuse tap. I do have a fuse tap on there, but because I don't have it all hooked together like on the other one, I do have it to where it could become undone. But this is more of a hassle because this connection has failed on me twice. So that's why I replaced it, and it's all heat shrunk and everything. Now it's a whole different connector. Besides the point, much better connector. These connectors, like I said, are water resistant. That isn't as water resistant, so I do also sometimes electrical tape it. But that's why I've taken my time So it took me almost a year before I started selling these. That's why these lights they look so much nicer. Much easier to install now, much easier to take off, especially if you're just trying to replace one bulb or if you're trying to change it out. So with mine, you can do the 5 lights together, the 5 lights separate. You can do 3 lights if you want to. It's up to you. So let's go ahead and get this harness installed, show you where to run it, show you how to put the lights into the grill, show you where to plug this now, and we'll get everything finished up. So the install can go very simply if you don't want to take your grill out. So for me personally, I'm not taking my grill out now because I do have a light bar and all of that stuff attached to it. And so it's just heavy and kind of cumbersome to hold and maneuver. But with that being said, your lights, one of your lights, it can fit through either through the front like this, or if you've already got everything connected and you wanted to move it, you can always remove this rubber grommet on the light. So you can remove this grommet here, and then you can actually shove the light through the back side of the grill. So if you go through anywhere on the grill, it's like if we were going through right here, the light will shove through, and then you can put the grommet through afterwards. But because I made it, you're able to just slide the light into position on your grill, press it in place. Now the light itself, it does have a part that says top on it. You might not be able to see it in the camera, but the bulb itself does say top. That way you've got your LEDs going straight across and it looks much better. Once you're finished, you just press it into place and it's not going anywhere. And then on your back side, you'll have your wire, and that's what you're gonna plug into your harness. So let's get the rest of the lights installed. And before I forget, like I said, what I do is I normally start off from the top of the A, and then I do every 3 slots. And that's where I normally install my lights. You can do it either way. You can do all the 5 across the front. You can do just the 3. The options are really up to you. The harness itself is water resistant, so you know, if you only want to plug in 3 or you want to plug all 5 up at the front, it's really up to you. The customizations are, I say endless, but there's really only 3 that I know of at the moment. But as long as the harness can stretch, you can put the lights down here, you could put the lights at the bottom of your grill, whatever you're wanting to do. All right, once you've got your harness all run and connected, what we're going to do is we're going to just take the wiring harness itself and then run it right behind this little wall here. What you'll see is there is going to be like a little piece of plastic here, almost like a fan shroud. I've actually taken that out due to the light bar because it wouldn't go into place. But what you're going to do is you're going to put this right through this hole right here. And then we're going to take, and your harness here, so we have our ground point and our fuse point. Our ground point is going to go right here by your fuse box. So what you're going to do is you're going to undo this 10mm bolt, and then you're going to screw that right in place. Then the other thing, your fuse box, what we're looking for is we're looking for F66. Depending on your model, it should say sunroof. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Sunroof and alarm there. Basically, you're gonna look for right here where your little clip is. You got 1, 2, 3, and your 4th one over is where that fuse tap is going to place. Once you've got that installed, then what you're going to need to do is on your fuse box, you're going to need to make 2 little cuts. Reason for that is because when you close this top, it is going to want to cut the cable. I've learned that the hard way. That's why I'm letting you know now. So you're going to want to make a cut here at the bottom on this top piece of plastic here, that top ridge. And then you're also going to make one in the center of your top piece as well. That way everything closes up nice and neat. You still have the water resistance because the wire basically covers the spot itself. And you've also got the little rubber grommet here that your wire isn't going to get cut by, which is great. But that way your wire doesn't get cut and you're able to close your fuse box up just fine. Now the fuse that you take out of this position, please plug that back into the fuse tap. So you should have 2 fuses in your fuse tap whenever you plug it back in. Now once you've got your fuse tap plugged in, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and peel your wire back. That way you have room to plug your wire in over here to the side. Then once you're all finished, go ahead and crank your truck up and admire your work. So these lights will stay in place. The rubber pieces will hold them in place just fine, so you do not have to worry about them falling out. So what you notice is that you have 5 lights going on. but they are only on when the truck is on. So if you just click your clicker, the lights will not come on. The truck has to be on for these to be on. These are DOT compliant, so the lights are safe to run every day while you're driving down the road, whether it's white or amber, which is really nice. So like I said, they are customizable, so you are able to put the 5 in each position, 5 in the middle or the 5 on the outside. The harness comes and you can just tighten it up either way. The harness is not able to be seen from the front because of the way it dangles behind everything, so you won't be able to see it because it's behind the Ram logo. But now enjoy your lights, and hopefully your grill lights. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate to message me on Instagram. I will always answer your questions, especially since I'm very new to this. I think I've sold right at like 25 or 30 sets right now, so it's still becoming something new. But I have white and amber sets. I'll show a picture over here comparison, but I do have both. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get these uninstalled for my truck, get these sent out to somebody. That way they're able to see what we're able to do. And good luck, and hope you like everything. Or if you want more of a white aesthetic, that's what I went with. So everything that I have is white. So let me know what you want. If you're watching this video, make sure to share it to your friends. If they have a Warlock or a Rebel, these lights will also work. Same grill and everything. So just let me know, and we'll see you next time, guys.